everyone. Thanks for joining me again. So there are a few things being said out there about Jesus. They're floating around and out there in the public, and there's some claims to justify questionable behavior. So here are just a few of the facts about Jesus from the Bible. So he was a Jew, first of all, which means he wasn't white. He was brown-skinned. He wasn't American, and he didn't speak English. Many are familiar with the Head of Christ painting by the artist Salmon, Warner Salmon. He painted this in 1940, and it depicts a white Jesus. Now, you can go on Wikipedia and read the whole story behind this painting and how it came about, but many people have used that painting over the years to promote white Christian nationalism. And I'm sure that wasn't Salmon's intention at all with this painting, but go read it on Wikipedia, how that whole thing came about. But Jesus did hang out with people who were socially unsavory, you know, like lepers, hookers, and crooks. Oh yeah, and those icky Samaritans, you know, the others. Jesus came to help these kind of people, and it's a great example for us to follow. Now, Jesus supported paying taxes, folks. He truly did. So why are so many Christians not, or omitting things on their taxes? Jesus never called the poor lazy. So why does our society say those things about our poor? Are the upper classes so removed from the realities of poor folks that they just kind of throw them away, throw them under a bus? Don't know. Jesus did question authority, and he did it out loud. So why are so many of us just sitting quietly today, saying nothing about what's happening in our country, never speaking up? Remember, staying quiet is a response. Standing up for the people who are being hurt and harmed is a moral right for us to do. And it's a Christian's duty to speak out against these things. Now, Jesus was most likely a long-haired. He was homeless, and mostly through his ministry. He was unarmed, meaning he wasn't packing heat or strapped for any reason, and probably wouldn't be welcomed in today's church, you know, because of the homeless thing. He was peaceful and radically a non-violent revolutionary. He stood up against the injustices being committed against people. As much as people like to claim some of these things, Jesus never used or mentioned the word abortion. He never said the word gay. You have to read other scriptures to get the teachings on this stuff. And he never shamed anyone like people do today. He was kind and he was compassionate. Jesus was kind of an anti-public prayer for some people. In Matthew 6:5, he kind of reprimands some people. You know, they were praying in public, standing up in the synagogue, standing on street corners, praying. And they were seeking men's approval for how good they were at praying. Jesus tells them, you got your reward. So many people seek man's approval for things, and they use the Bible and prayer and other things to get it that way. Jesus' lesson here is that we're to pray sincerely to God. So a few more things. He was anti-wealth hoarding, a community organizer. He also included women in his ministry and traveled with them. I know, gasp. We'll talk about all that later. So here are just a few of the things, few of the fun facts about Jesus. Check back, as I'm going to keep digging deeper into this, and we'll look at more of Jesus' words and his actions. See you soon.